Hey, this is John Guandolo with Understanding the Threat at the location on the Jordan River in Israel, where we just participated in a ceremony honoring Aaron Carson Vaughn and 29 others who were killed in combat in Afghanistan, August 6, 2011.
I am personally terribly excited about this morning. And there are a number of reasons for it. Obviously, emotionally, I'm very connected with the Vaughns, with the United West. And planting trees in Israel are a tradition that is being kept now for many years. There's actually a holiday in the middle of the year that all kids in Israel have little baskets with trees in them, and they go to the fields together with their chaperones and school teachers, and they plant trees. Most significant tree in Israel is the olive tree. And why so? Olive tree perhaps can live forever. I don't know if you can destroy an olive tree unless you burn it. The Vaughns last year told me, and I mentioned it I think yesterday, that Aaron said that if America ever turned her back on Israel, he would come to fight for Israel. As a soldier, that wasn't just something that was said to me. I'm a soldier, I'm a commander. I have people fought with me, people that fell next to me, and that meant so much. So, I know Aaron is watching us now. I know he's here. It's not just a tree. It's Aaron's tree and 29 other great men that perished with him on that day. But we are here for one reason and one reason only. As a soldier and other soldiers here and civilians that understand the minds of soldiers that fight for their country, for their freedom, I'm terribly excited and very emotional. It's a great day. It's a great day for you, Billy and Karen. It's a great day for America. And it's even a greater day for Israel that we are able to plant a tree here for an American hero. Israel is not just a country. Israel is the only country that has a monument for 9/11 with all the names of all the hundreds and thousands that perished. All of them are inscribed. So when we come here, plant the tree, we leave something behind the soil of Israel, and this is Aaron's tree. God bless Israel. And God bless the United States of America.
Many years ago, during the war in Vietnam, I would get on a ship with my shipmates and transit across the Pacific, enter the South China Sea and the Tonkin Gulf, where actually I spent most of my time along what we called the gun line, where destroyers like the one I was serving on would provide naval gunfire support to the troops ashore, mostly to the Marines. And as a result, we killed a lot of bad guys. But you know what? They never returned fire. And so I never faced the up close and personal kind of encounter that the grunts typically have to deal with, certainly not with the Navy SEALs. So I've always marveled at the courage and determination it takes to run to the sound of gunfire. Like a lot of those guys who served with me, I've often wondered if I had it in me, if I could stand up to that sort of challenge should I ever have to face it. Most of us who volunteer to enter the armed forces do so out of love of country and a willingness to defend it. In the scheme of things, I've come to the conclusion that it's not how long or how much time we spend on this planet, as precious as those years might be, it's how we've lived those years. God has given each of us a set of talents and set us free to make our mark, to make a difference. And though Aaron's life on this planet was short, being called back home by his Heavenly Father after 30 short years, within that time he made his mark. He made his difference, though the Lord only knows how much more he could have done had he stayed on the planet a little while longer. His courage, strength of character, love of country and of his God, and ultimately the sacrifice he made for his brothers in arms, have and will continue to motivate, inspire, encourage, and lead those warriors who've heard his story and that follow him. Heading into the night to support those already with contact on the ground, even though he knew that without the special ops gunship and crew, without helicopter gunship support, and without authority to prep the landing zone was fired, that he and his team were taking an extraordinary risk. Yet they decided to put the lives of those on the ground ahead of their own. I can't tell you how often I encounter strangers who, in the course of discussion, learned that I spent some time in the Navy. And inevitably they would say, "Thank you for your service." And I would always respond that it was an honor. But in that exchange, I never failed to acknowledge to myself that the respect I received from my time in the service was largely due to the light reflected off of warriors like Chief Petty Officer Aaron Vaughn. He made us all proud to serve and all proud to wear the uniform. Greater love hath no man than this, that he that lay down his life for his friends. John 15, verse 13.
By planting this tree in memory of the American soldiers who sacrificed their lives for the sake of the world's democracy and sanity, we say that we in Israel are with you and wish to thank you. As we stand here on the banks of the Jordan River, I wish to link the baptism to the planting of this olive tree on its banks. In this spirit, the planting of an olive tree in the soil of the Holy Land in the memory of your son is in my eyes a prayer for the waters of the hard rain to be abated and the waters of peace and grace to wash us all.
We are now going to plant the tree
Yes, sir.
for Aaron Vaughn and the 29 soldiers who perished with him. Billy is now putting the tree in the ground, and the soil of the land is going to cover the roots of the tree. The tree will take a hold in the land of Israel, in Eretz Israel, and forever it will be a memory, a place, a focus for all those who gave their lives to secure us, to give us a life, a better life, and we always will remember him.
When you bear a child, a part of their DNA stays in your bloodstream. And I feel him with me all the time. And I can tell you right now that if he were here, he would say this is the greatest honor he's been given since he died.
This is a great day. This is a great, great day. The Lord does many things, and you know, I would have never known on the day that the Lord took Aaron. But Aaron's life that he lived, and our God, through that, has honored Aaron and impacted the world after his death than Aaron, I believe, than Aaron could have ever impacted if he had lived to be 100 years old. If I can just say right here, the war in which Aaron fought, Aaron saw it as black and white, between good and evil.
You're going to unveil the plaque now.
A tree of life dedicated U.S. Navy SEAL, SOC, Aaron Carson Vaughn, and the 29 American heroes who perished with him in Afghanistan on August 6, 2011. They will never be forgotten. Rest in peace.
This olive tree and this memorial plaque here right along the banks of the Jordan River honor Aaron and those killed with him on that faithful day. Here with his parents, Billy and Karen, the United West, Tom Trento and the entire team, and all of those who are here as a part of our national security group to honor this great warrior and those who were killed with him on this incredibly special day. And so our charge to all of you watching and listening is this: honor this memory by doing what Aaron did, giving everything you've got in defense of liberty, in defense of the United States and our foundational principles. God bless you, and God bless Aaron Vaughn.